Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far. Today is Friday, April 24th, and it is day 21 of your packet. Let's go through some things first, and then we'll talk about Fun Friday. So, for reading today, you're reading a text called Don't Feed the Bears, and you're answering 6 questions on that. In writing today, you are still working on your informational text or your informational writing, and you are revising today, focusing strictly on leads, endings, transitions, and organization. In math, you're going to continue adding and subtracting with decimals. And social studies, you're going to be reading and answering questions about different types of maps. So, starting with reading first, Miss Lee's favorite animal is the bear, as you know, go bears. And so, you're going to be reading this short text about bears, how they act, what they eat. There's a little diagram for you, and then you'll be answering questions 1 through 6. Again, multiple choice with one free response. Your free response says, "What happened at Yosemite National Park in 1999? Based on the graph, what immediate effect did this have on bear incidents at the park? Use details from the graph and the text in your answer." So you're going to be using the written words and the actual graph that's there to help you come up with the correct answer. All right, for writing today, you're going to be using this checklist again to go over each of these sections. So you're going to be going over your lead, your ending, and you're going to go over your transitions. You are going to be looking at this checklist, and I'm going to email one out as well that can help you too, because this one I think just goes over elaboration and craft again. So with your lead, remember you want to have a good hook for your readers to want to read what you wrote. Your conclusion, your ending needs to kind of wrap up all of your writing. So you're going to repeat some of the things that you wrote about, which you know what you wrote about based on the headings that you put in your body paragraphs. And your transitions really help the reader move from one paragraph to the next paragraph to the next paragraph. Transitions really help with the flow of your paper. And then finally, moving on to math, you are going to continue with this section right here about adding and subtracting decimals. When you add and subtract decimals, remember there is no scooping required. All you do is move the decimal straight down. When we add and subtract decimals, I really recommend that you stack them on top of each other. So if you're doing like 2 and 3/10 minus 1 and 5/10, you need to put one on top of the other and then move that decimal right down. You can move the decimal down before you even do any adding or subtracting, just to make sure you don't forget to move it. And then last but not least, for social studies today, you're going to be reading this ReadWorks about different types of maps. It's kind of social studies and it's kind of science, and you'll see that as you start reading. We know that we use maps all the time, and you're going to keep using it as you get older, so you need to know how to read a map. And that's what we started our year with in 5th grade, way back when we talked about maps. But there's more than one type of map that we can use. So you're going to be reading this. There's some great pictures and diagrams of different maps, and then you'll be answering these questions on the next pages. It's 1 through 10. Remember, when it is free response, you need to make sure that you are answering in complete sentences. You can restate the question in your answer. Make sure you have capital letters and periods, punctuation where it needs to be, and make sure you are going back to the text all the way back here to find your answers. ReadWorks really helps you out if you actually read it and use the text evidence to answer your questions. So that is it as far as the packet goes. Today is Fun Friday, so we have our class Zoom at noon today. Please have your independent reading book with you, because I would like for us to all share what we've been reading about. And we will also be having some special guests, maybe more than one, to be joining our class. So I would love if everybody could get on, if you're able to, and your parents have the Zoom link for that too. Also, as you know, we are not returning back to Lake Murray Elementary School this year, the actual building, but we are still continuing school. Your 5th grade teachers are working hard to make the end of 5th grade special for you guys, because we know this is the end of elementary school for you too. So I'm very sad that we won't be getting back together, but I'm going to do everything I can to make this a special end of the school year. We're going to keep learning and working hard. And as soon as I get information about the next packet or getting your supplies back to you, I'll give that information to you as soon as I know too. But I miss you guys. I hope you all got my letter, and I will see you soon.